Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim Berkala, here for another match. This is going to be an interesting one. We have the 8 seed, Kaleb Koho, going up against the number 25 seed, Mr. Jimothy Green. Former team partners colliding in the ring again, I think. The first one didn't air. It's okay, but they're back in the ring together, not on a team this time, playing against each other. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Both of these people are like that, itch on the bottom of your foot that just doesn't go away. They're always in fandom. They're always here. They're always playing. They've got big records. They played a lot of matches. They know what's up. They've both been in title match situations, and they just continue to impress every time they're here, whether it's through trivia knowledge or through wonderful humor. So I'm excited for the match today. Let's get into it right now, starting with the promos.
What's this? Oh, it's me playing Koho again for another win on my record that totally counts because I have a win on my record for it. So fuck Kaleb Koho. I'm playing the man who I think is trying to outpace Jennifer Lopez on how many partners he can have in Fandom. He still hasn't won anything, but he's good. Scully, you better watch out. You're about to get dumped for the next Alex Rodriguez because Koho sucks. So after winning a retirement match, I've played the alter ego of Dick Too Big. I will not speak his name here. Jake Marangoni, and now Kaleb, the ultimate tryhard Koho. I look forward to my next retirement match. Fuck you, Koho.
Jim Green has been in 2 title matches. You know why? Because I had to have back surgery when I dumped this motherfucker. He's been in 2 title matches because I carried his ass to them. I carried his ass to 2 matches with Arkham Knights. I dumped his ass because I was tired of doing it. And since then, I've had 2 lovely partners who have actually been teammates and not luggage. So, look, on the 8 seed again. So, in a year, I'm right back where I am, and that's fine. But I played for a singles title to show for it, and I got a taste. I got a taste of that singles title. I got really close to winning that singles title. And this whole tournament is about going back and winning it this time because I know I can do it. So it starts here. It starts with putting down Jim Green once and for all. And then I just keep on going through this tournament. Because tournament time, I said it last year, I'll say it again this year. Tournament time is where I thrive. It's my best time of year. So I'm ready. Let's do this thing.
You wouldn't think it, but these guys were teammates. I don't know if you know that, but I only said we all talked about it a lot. Lots of fighting words like fuck Koho, Koho sucks, Jim Green broke my back, fuck Jim. Lots of fucking. So let's get into round number 1 with of the match with 10 questions from 10 different categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. 3 repeats on a challenge rule for the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, why do I explain this to you? You know how this works. Any questions?
Will Koho actually ever win anything? No, he won't. So.
Okay, let's get into it. Question number 1 is in the category of DC. What DC villain has the real name Edward Nygma? I found out last night that Kaleb Koho and I have the same middle name. And
wait, this movie hasn't come out yet.
Whoa, spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Jim.
The Riddler.
And Koho.
My favorite Batman villain, the Riddler.
Oh, God. Okay. Next question. Planet of the Apes. Name one of the 2 humans that Zira has kissed in the Planet of the Apes series. And I do not need full name or anything. I can just go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Koho.
George Taylor.
And Jim.
I just put John.
Unfortunately, cannot accept John. We would have accepted George Taylor or Dr. Lewis Dixon. So Koho goes up 1 point, 2-1. We get into the next question, which is in the category of Mission Impossible. Name one of the 3 things that will set off the alarm in the CIA storage room that Ethan has to rappel into in Mission Impossible. Mr. Koho going like this after I asked the questions, doing some sort of walk like an Egyptian. I'm not sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim, let's start with you.
Sweat.
And Koho.
Touching the lasers.
So I don't think I can accept either of the answers. We were looking for weight, sound, or body temperature. Not necessarily the sweat, Jim, but the body temperature. So don't think I can accept either of those as we move on to the next question, which is in DreamWorks animation. Which DreamWorks film features the characters Krupp, Melvin, and Professor Poopy Pants? I have a lot of jokes that could make, but I don't want to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how much these guys want to kill us. Kaleb.
Captain Underpants, the first epic movie.
And Jim.
I just wrote Captain Underpants.
We can accept both of those. Yes, it is Captain Underpants.
Fuck you, Tim.
I did not write the question, and I didn't realize it until I read it. I was like, oh, shit. All right, guys, your next question is in Fandom quotes. Which of the actors who played James Bond said the quote, "I thought Christmas only comes once a year"?
Well, at least I know who the actors that played James Bond are.
That's true. You could maybe venture a guess then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll use a repeat.
All right. Your repeat in Fandom quotes. Which of the actors who played James Bond said the quote, "I thought Christmas only comes once a year"? I also want to make a joke about this one, but my wife is in the next room.
Mine too. High five.
Hey, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I think we're to Jim.
Is that Denise Richards' character, Pierce Brosnan?
And Koho.
I said Roger Moore.
Pierce Brosnan is correct. I believe it is Denise Richards' character, and that is why the quote is kind of gross. Okay, so your next question is in the category of Worlds of DC. What weapon kills Black Mask in Birds of Prey? What type of weapon, I guess I should say. For those who do not know, Captain Underpants was a deep cut movie. When I played these two, that is why they are upset about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mr. Koho.
I said grenade/explosive.
And
Jim. Bomb.
I think I can only accept Koho's. We were looking for grenade.
Yeah.
So we'll give it to Koho. It's 4-3 as we get into the next question.
1 second. Drink water.
Hydrate.
Okay, next question is in the category of YA dystopia. Frypan is in charge of what in the Glade in the Maze Runner?
Oh, Jesus Christ. If only you hadn't broken up with that one teammate. It was all right.
Well, my new teammate is also good at it, so I'm okay.
Oh, man. Oh man, tensions rising.
He's
5,
got to be good at something, am I right? Screw you, Scully.
2,
He's great at a lot of things.
Pens down. Jim.
I went a little on the nose that these teenagers, so I said cooking.
And Koho.
I said food.
Cooking is what we're looking for. I can only accept cooking.
I mean, you said in charge of what? So
That is what I
Cooking.
said, but cooking is the answer we have. So,
I was thinking of some
Cooking
deep
is- cooking
answer,
is
and I'm
food.
like, they're 12.
are you looking to challenge?
cooking is food. Like, nah, it's fine.
Okay, we are going to move on to the next question, which is in Middle Earth. How does Smog know the dwarves are outside in the desolation of Smog?
Jesus.
The macaw has just made her presence known. Walked through the kitchen. She walked through the kitchen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Koho
He can smell them.
and Jim.
He can smell them.
Both are correct. That is the correct answer. 5-5. As we get into the penultimate question, which is in the MCU. Which MCU film features a kid using a gravity anomaly to lift a truck off the ground? The macaw now getting into sleepy position. Nesting, you could say. Because she's a bird. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim.
Thor: The Dark World.
And Koho.
Thor: The Dark World.
Thor: The Dark World is correct. 6-6 as we get into the final question, which is in Disney animation. Which horror icon's actor voices the younger version of Copper in The Fox and the Hound?
What? Which?
The macaw looking at me once again because of reasons I can't say. But we'll say off call later. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Koho, let's start with you.
Corey Feldman.
And Jim.
No.
Corey Feldman is correct. So Koho goes up
Okay. Jesus
7
Christ,
to
that's a
6.
category.
7-6 going into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but you have to keep whatever you spin the second time. You will get 5 questions worth 2 points a piece. Unless you go to multiple choice, then it will be worth 1. And gentlemen, please watch yourselves because stealing's available. It's going to get spooky. So the categories on the wheel today are Wizarding World, Disney Live Action, MCU, Disney Animation, Fandom Oscars, DC, Star Trek, and Worlds of DC. So, Mr. Koho, would you like to spin or defer to Jim?
I'll defer to Timothy Green.
I am shocked. Okay, this will be the spin for Mr. Jim. And it lands on Spinner's Choice.
I will take Wizarding World, please.
All right.
Lovely.
Give you your questions in the Wizarding World. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What spell does Harry use to disarm enemies in the Harry Potter series?
Jesus.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat, please.
That's your second repeat. What spell does Harry use to disarm enemies in the Harry Potter series?
Expelliarmus.
That is correct for 2 points.
Thanks, Luna. I was like, what the fuck? This is so dumb. I should know this off the top of my head.
Maggie
I was
was
sitting
looking
here
a
ready
little
to jump on it.
concerned over in the corner.
I
Okay,
was ready to jump on it.
your next question. What is the name of the circus performer who travels with Credence throughout Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald?
Nagini.
That is correct for 2 points.
I was like, I hope she doesn't have like some stupid fucking name that isn't that.
All right, your next question. Who plays Professor Trelawney in the Wizarding World?
Emma Thompson.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. Which Wizarding World film is the only one to feature Malfoy Manor?
Oh, fuck. So they're at it. Dagger dies. Shell Cottage. Deathly Hollows Part 1.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in the Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, how does one reveal the message hidden in the egg retrieved from the first task?
How does one do it? So meaning how do they all do it? You have to put it underwater.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, so Jim goes 10 for 10 in the Wizarding World, getting his total up to 16 to Koho's 7 as we bring back the wheel for his spin.
At least this is going to be fun, Koho.
Yeah, right.
I don't have to bet zero
And on a free spin.
Cool.
I don't have to just go 0 every time because you're already going to win.
Another free spin.
Well,
If you would have just went first.
I mean, true.
And it lands on Fandom Oscars. Would you like to keep that?
Yes, I would. Thank you.
We both got
Okay.
Spinner's Choice.
I'm
basically.
shocked. Once again. Okay, are you ready for your questions?
Yes, sir.
Joker, Star Wars, and the Fellowship of the Ring all won what Oscar?
Best original score.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Besides original song, what is the other Oscar that Skyfall won?
Best sound editing.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What was the last non-franchise DreamWorks film to be nominated for Best Animated Feature?
Can I get a clarification as to whether if the sequel's not out yet, does that count as a franchise?
Yes. No, it does not count as a franchise.
Oh, okay.
Released movies.
Okay. The Boss Baby.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. Which 2 Marvel films were nominated for the most Oscars?
The most Oscars. Great question. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
All right, that's going to be Caleb's first repeat. Which 2 Marvel films were nominated for the most Oscars?
Men in Black and Spider-Man 2.
That is correct for 2 points. And the final question for Mr. Koho. How many Planet of the Apes films have been nominated for Best Visual Effects?
3.
For the clean sweep, that is correct. 17 to 16 in favor of Mr. Koho. As we get into round number 3, it is going to be the betting round. You guys are going to have to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 points. If you get the question right, you gain those points. You get the question wrong, you lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Jim, you have 1 repeat remaining. Mr. Koho, you have 2. Any questions as we get into the betting round?
No, sir.
All right, first question is in the category of Marvel. So would you like to bet 0, 1, or 2 on Marvel?
Are you thinking Scooby Snack or Taco Ball?
I'm actually thinking Cheesy Gordita Crunch, if I'm being honest with you.
What about Chalupa? Quesalupa Choosy.
I had the quesalupa or whatever it is last night.
Not a fan of a quesalupa.
It hurt my body. All right, let's get bets starting with Jim.
1.
And
Sure.
Joe. All right, so your question in Marvel. Why does Eddie get fired from the Bugle in Spider-Man 3? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Apologize for my wife coughing. Koho, we'll start with you. Who bet 0?
Forging a photo of Spider-Man.
And Jim.
I put fake pictures.
The answer we have here is used a fake photo. I think we can accept Jim's answer. So he'll go up and tie it 17-17. So we get into the next category, which is YA dystopia.
Thinking quarterback, wide receiver.
I'm actually thinking pitcher.
Even though since we've used all of this and now we've said quarterback and then said B, they know quarterback means B. So I don't know why we're doing this.
Exactly.
Let's get bets starting with Jim.
I said 1 again.
And Koho.
1.
All right, both going 1. Here's the question. In Allegiant, the leader of which former faction now leads the Allegiant? Sorry. Oh, man. This has been a good match. 5, 4, 3, 2. Jim's writing quite a bit. 1, pens down. Jim, we'll start with you.
Abnegation.
And Koho.
Candor.
Both are incorrect. The answer is amity.
Amity.
So
I knew it was something with an A. Cam was ranting about it at me once, and I was like, "Fuck, what is it? It's something with an A."
Both betting 1, so we're still tied 16-16 as we get into the next category, which is Disney live action.
Which what question is this?
This is 3 of 5.
3 of 5. Okay. Betting 2, Koho.
I actually wrote down 0, to be honest with you.
All right, let's start with Koho.
2.
And Jim.
I'm still gonna go 1.
All right, here's the question. Mina Massoud plays what Disney live action title character? This is tense. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim.
Mm-mm.
And Koho.
Aladdin.
Aladdin is correct. So Koho goes up to 18. Jim goes down to 15. It's a 3-point game as we get into the 4th category, which is the category of Star Wars. Sorry, Mr. Tuig messaged me. I didn't see if you guys wrote shit down. You good?
I'm good.
Jim, we'll start with you.
I have to go for 2.
And Koho.
1.
Okay. The question is, who followed the Millennium Falcon as they headed for Bespin in The Empire Strikes Back? I'm sweating. Mostly because I'm just a large human, but also because this is intense. 5.
Much like campers, we are intense.
2, 1. Pens down. Jim.
I put Boba Still Alive Fett.
And
Boba Fett.
That's correct. So Koho will go up to 19. Jim to 17. It is a 2-point game with 1 question remaining, and the category is James Bond. All right, do we have bets?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Koho.
0.
And Jim.
0. No, I'm kidding.
All right, here's the situation. Jim hits this question. We will go to sudden death. If Jim misses the question, Game goes to Koho. Here is the question in James Bond. Which James Bond film features the main villain who is a rich horse breeder who was once a drug-enhanced weapon for the KGB? Mr. Tuig, very excited.
Which film? And I do have a repeat, right?
You do. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
1. All right, Jim using his final repeat in James Bond. Which James Bond film features the main villain who is a rich horse breeder who was once a drug-enhanced weapon for the KGB?
I don't even know if this is the actual title of it, but it sounds good.
All right.
Welcome to Bond.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Koho, we'll start with you.
I guess the only one I think that has horses in it. A View to a Kill.
And Jim.
Her Majesty's Secret Service.
And your winner, Kaleb Koho. The answer was A View to a Kill. So Koho got it correct, but he bet 0, and Jim lost the 2 points. So Koho gets the victory. Very close game. Both having really good round ones, keeping it close. Round 2, both going 10 for 10, and pushing the limit in the betting round and betting when they needed to. And it was a great round 3, great match overall. So we'll start by talking to Jim. Jim, you got Spinner's Choice. You took Wizarding World. You went 10 for 10. You played well in the betting round. You just Bond kind of just was the thing there at the end. How are you feeling?
I would have had to get the Bond question either way because I flubbed the Aladdin one. It's just I kind of thought that movie was just okay, so it wasn't in my mind. And that's like a Will Smith type of thing. But yeah, I mean, I didn't have to bet 0 every time just to avoid hitting 0. So that was nice. And I knew Ewan McGregor got blown up, but I forgot it was grenades, so that probably would have helped too. But even if I get that one right, and then we're tied, Koho gives round 2 goes the same, and even if I'm leading by 1, round 2 goes the same because he gets Spinner's Choice and then I get Wizarding World. So it's not much I could have done here, but. Hey, it wasn't as bad as that Jake game.
Yeah, no, you played really, really well. If anything, you showed that maybe it wasn't Koho all the time just carrying you on his back, that you played really, really well. So absolutely. Jim, will probably see you post-tournament in another match. So I'm excited to see what you do next, as always.
And fuck Captain Underpants. Still.
Yes.
Not salty.
All right, so we'll go over to Koho. Koho, you won the match. Very close game.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. Food's going to bother me because in my head I was just like, yeah, he's in charge of food, cooking. It's the same thing in my brain. I probably could have thrown the challenge and made a fight, but who cares? I still won. But yeah, Jim played good. He's never been awful. I've never claimed Jim as awful. But he gave me a good run. Last time we played one-on-one behind closed doors, he did win. That was in season 1 though, so let's calm down. Both have improved. But I think Jim played really good. I'm excited to see what he does, and I'm happy to be in the next round.
Yeah, so the next round you are going to be playing the winner of Joe Farrelly and Kaleb Boatman.
Yeah.
So you're either going to have the rematch with Joe, or you're going to have to play Mr. Boatman, both in your faction as well. So how are you feeling about that?
Always a little bummed that I have to play someone in the faction, but when you have the biggest faction, it's going to happen. I think Joe is so good. He scares me every time. He probably should have beaten me the first time. I feel a lot stronger now that I played Joe. So if we played each other again, I think it's going to be tight. I think he can definitely win. I think I can definitely win. It's going to be a good match. But I can't doubt Kaleb. In Fandom tournaments, especially tournaments of 32, he has no business keeping it as close as he does with some of the heavyweights. He should have beat Dominic Grizzly in season 2 when he was the 32. So I think Boatman's going to be good. I think Boatman could pull an upset. But no matter who I play, I'm going to have fun. Personally, I don't really want to play Joe again because he scares me. But if I get to play Boatman one-on-one in Fandom, I think that's actually going to be a really hard fight to win. So.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll see you in round number 2. So that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Like I said, really good match. Jim playing really, really well, and Koho playing well as well. Both going 10 for 10 in round 2. That's just always the makings of a good match. So I'm glad that I got to be here for this one. But guys, that's going to do it. We'll see you next time with another Fandom Fights match. Be on the lookout for all the other tournament matches, singles, teams, the whole shebang. So we'll see you next time for Jim, for Koho, and myself. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh?